Hola, hola, bienvenidos. Vámonos. Bienvenidos, bienvenidos.
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Big chance!
Uy,
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
There's a certain aura about him today.
no
Tremendous.
tan rápido, no tan rápido.
Into Milan with the corner. There first. Platini tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Nedved had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Threads one in. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Platini showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Uy, cuidado con esto.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. Rafael Leao is having a shot!
Uy, qué buena.
And he comes up trumps again.
Qué salvado,
Rafael
loco.
Leao really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he finish? So what can they make of this? Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Fine challenge. And he's gone long. He's going to be disappointed with that. Played back in. Tries to pass it through. Played in deep. Terrific header.
No, loco.
Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
And it's Ibrahimovic!
Vamos.
It's a goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Bien, bien ahí.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Well, it's constantly looking for the ball into the box. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Platini is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Bastoni kept his eye
Muy
on it,
malo,
and
loco.
he's there. Rafael Leao.
You can
Tú
never be
mantienes
short
corto.
of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Bastoni cuts out the pass. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now that looks a decent ball. That's been slipped through. Ibrahimovic!
Ay, loco.
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Ibrahimovic has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him
¿Cómo voy a
forget that.
fallar eso, hermano?
No, again there's no way through. Now it's Hullet. Thuram was in no mood for any of that. And it's Barella. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Maradona did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Platini. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Ambrosini. Barella has got himself
Uf,
a
no hay
free kick.
falta, loco.
Barella out towards the flank. Across the quarter. Pings in across. Chiellini attempts a clearance.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Inter Milan have reclaimed it. Platini. And it's Michel Platini.
Ale.
Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Rafael Leao. Chance for a shot!
No.
Scored! Inter are back in business. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest
Qué
you
cagada,
expect when
loco.
you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's Barella. Passing nice and neat. Thuram. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And the pass is intercepted.
Vale, sí.
Now it's Schneider. He goes for a shot!
Qué bueno.
And he has kept it out somehow.
Rafael Leao actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Çalhanoğlu. Takes a shot!
Uy.
Not by that far.
Rafael Leao is clearly
De lo que me
feeling
salvé.
himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Çalhanoğlu. Brilliantly cut out.
Bien,
And
vamos.
it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Second period then underway. Great vision. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, just skips past his man. And he wasn't long to it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Que ahora ese era un pase, loco.
In with the challenge. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Calhanoglu. Schneider. Not the most accurate pass. Ambrosini into Milan, looking to pass their way through. Back into the middle. That is good alertness. Can he get on the end of this? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Thuram cuts it out. Costa Curta. Passing is crisp and sharp. Maldini.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. And no, that was never going to make it.
Está mal, qué mal pase, loco.
Schneider. And here's Rafael Leao. Calhanoglu. He gets big.
Oye,
Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Inter Milan get their fourth corner. And that has been
bien.
cleared. And it's Barella. He has a look up. And he's straight
Qué
offside.
bueno. Qué bueno que estaba fuera del lugar. Bienvenido, bros.
Almost an hour gone. Now, can they get him all? It's Ibrahimovic!
No, hombre.
Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Calhanoglu. Thuram.
No, 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 no.
Well, the manager might be thinking
Bien.
of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Corre.
Oh, well measured.
Ah, hombre, está lento ese.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit
Ese es
short
Zlatan,
there.
hermano.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Nedved.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Ambrosini.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's fabulous. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Thuram. Chiellini is someone
Yeah.
so often referred to as the defender's defender. Gattuso.
Qué buena.
Pullet gets into some space. Skillfully cut out. He is so... Oh, shooting chance!
Oh,
It's in!
qué gol.
And they get themselves in front! Not
Qué
so
gol
much
de Gullit. Qué gol de
as
Gullit.
doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yes.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up
Qué
on
golazo
anything.
que metió Gullit. Bien ahí, bien ahí. Un super golazo que metió Don Gullit, hermano.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Nicely shaped ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
No, ya lo dejaste pasar.
Laid back in.
Ah, qué bueno,
It's
qué
deflected
bueno.
behind for a corner. They're up to 5 corners now.
Golito.
Nedved is there and he can get that clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell.
Corre, 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 Zlatan. Ah, la madre.
Fine interception.
No, estaba fuera del lugar, loco. Era buen gol.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Martina shoots!
No, hijo de... Se me engañó, loco.
All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat
No
to
puede
the importance
ser.
of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum. He's got tall.
Oh,
Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Nedved in acres of space out wide. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
And he welcomes it in. That's a corner.
bien.
Desperate defending required here. Platini.
Well, that might be that, Peter.
No, mal.
This guy's just going to have to settle
Qué
for
mal
the draw.
control, loco.
Can he get it through? Ibrahimovic. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Looking to play him in. And he's whipped it across. And the keeper beats it away. And the shot! And it's come back out.
Vamos.
Oh, what about that?
Bien, loco.
Late in the day, this could well be it. And he's only too grateful
Sí se
to
pudo, sí
capitalise
se
on the
pudo.
keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth.
Vamos.
And that will be the final
Primer
act.
partido ganado.
They needed to win, and they have won. It is a try.
Vamos, vamos. Tenemos partido. Esto puede jugar, sí, puede jugar de segundo delantero, hermano. Y este güey también puede jugar ahí. Voy a meter a Gullit ahí. Vamos.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt, these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku, his physical characteristics are very impressive.
Oh,
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
primera de
Really must be
Gullit.
thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Shapes to shoot!
No mames, güey.
Gattuso
¿Cómo no?
attempts a
A
clearance.
la verga. ¿Qué fue eso, hermano?
It's their second corner of the game. Real chance!
Nah,
Heads
estaba
up,
fuera de lugar,
sent
loco.
off offside.
¿Qué fue eso?
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lorenzo Insigne. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And this is Nedved. Thuram gets a foot in here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. There's the crossfield ball. Rijkaard. Spread out to the left. And no, he's seen through all of that. Lukaku!
Uy, loco.
Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That is a great pick out. Oh, the touch is just
Oh.
too thick. Could really have done without that.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Lukaku. Insigne. Oh, that's delightful. He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to pass it through. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maradona. Now it's Nedved. Looking to play him in. Tries a shot!
Ah, loco.
Now that is commitment to the cause. So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And Claimed it back swiftly. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Maldini. Looking for options for movement. Lovely, now then. Pull it. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Insigne. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Maradona. Can he get on the end of this? Either side giving way. It has been tight. Gattuso. Schneider. He's looking wide. Shot a goal! He's hit the bar! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Que trae Brice Curler,
I guess he
hermano.
tried one of his specials.
Y ahí, ¿quién trae Brice Curler?
And it's Hullet. Tries from a long way out.
Se le fue lejos el rival.
Is overly concerned about that.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Ahí lo dejo. Que demasiado, po.
He's only too happy to take that back. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, good read.
That was
Vale, Maldini, no lo sacas.
well stopped.
No, imposible llegar.
Schneider chooses to go cross-field. Platini.
Are certainly putting an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And he's managed to... It's Insigne!
O sin trae Brice Curler.
Keeper there. And it's half-time here.
Y yo dije, ¿quién andará con ese Brice Curler?
Either side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
¡Guau! Está loco.
And we are back underway.
¿Lo vas a regalar?
First half brought no goals. Gattuso. Hullet.
¿Qué onda, Marvin?
Smoothly does it. And it's Hullet. Out to the right. Schneider. Schneider's cross.
Bien.
It's out for a goal kick.
Vamos, vamos. Hay que buscar a Don Gullit.
Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. Gattuso. Goalless still. Neither side really
Tranquilo, tranquilo, lo va a cagar. Ya te dije.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Rijkaard. And he's forced to go back.
¿Qué te dije? ¿Qué te dije?
Oh, nicely intercepted. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Maldini. Looks a decent ball. Played into space.
Dale.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Lo
The
cabes tú.
manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Panucci is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Rijkaard. Pull it. Played out to the right. Lovely bit of skill.
Por banda, hermano.
Shifted it to the flank. And he's had a hit.
Tranquilo, tranquilo.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Platini. Platini puts his foot on the gas. Aims beyond the defence. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
No, pinche Gurt.
Gattuso. And it's Nedved. And this is Hullet. Oh, such a clever touch.
Ah,
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to
pinche
maintain
terreno.
the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And the shot!
Vamos. Bien.
And that could well be the winner.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma.
Qué buena salida,
Hold
loco.
on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my
¿Quién dijo
experience.
miedo, hermano?
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defenses apart. And it's
Salida
difficult to find an
perfecta.
answer to it when it's applied like that.
Adriano. Pues Adriano vamos a llevar. Vamos.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20. Numero 15.
So, time for
Numero
changes
14.
on both sides,
Numero
actually.
24.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Numero 18.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Javier Zanetti. Cambio di giocatori.
1-0 as we head towards the end.
No, ese egoísta no trae el doble toque, creo.
Rijkaard. Platini. Oh, that's fabulous. Platini.
Sí, bro.
Crosses it in.
Well,
Uf.
that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What
¿Qué
a
onda, bro?
waste.
¿Cómo está? Oh, shit.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Spread it left.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Ball driven towards. Oh, what a climb! That's fallen
Oh.
quickly here. And yes, it's there! 10 minutes, and we're all square again. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Well, it's an inspired substitute. Oh, smashing header!
Uy, qué salida, hermano.
Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Desperate defending required here. Platini goes short. Knocks it into space. Distributed tidily. And it's Michel Platini. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Vamos,
Well,
vamos.
we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Sí, ese traído que toque, hermano.
Produce a winner, and we
Con
have
mano vale va a
extra time.
salir.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Zanetti. Vieri takes a shot!
Oh,
It's in! And that has raised the roof! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh no circumventing this opponent. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Driving forward, tries to play it through. Oh, shooting chance! Schneider. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Here's Bonucci. Swung over. Zanetti. That's a shade optimistic. Gattuso. Platini. And he's picked out the run.
no. Qué mal, loco.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Half-time, extra time.
Signore e signori, preparate i
Well, both
biglietti.
teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Uf, mira cómo está jugando este rival. Ok, a jugar. Voy a jugar de extremo. Ya está cansado este güey.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 9. Schneider.
And we're off
Numero
for the
5.
final time.
Lasciano il campo per
Ah, qué
This
cagada.
has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Pirlo. Gets a good foot in there. Looking for the run. Pirlo.
Uf, si no lo hubiera agarrado el güey.
Nice bit of trickery. And he's had it nicked away. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on
¿Cómo?
themselves.
Si él le tocó el último, hermano.
Sends it crossfield. Oh, it's a nice
No mames, güey, que pase más malo, hermano.
That's really well manoeuvred. Adriano, and it's been played through, and he's got the beating of his man. There's the shot.
Uf, qué golazo. Vamos.
And there is his 30th goal. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now...
And that is it. There will be penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue
Tengamos que ir a penal, hermano.
The referee has ended the second half of extra time. All square. Some weary legs out there. So who has it left in them to take a penalty?
Por una capturadora, hermano. Yo juego en Play. Yo tengo una computadora, un laptop
Really do with scoring the first penalty.
que me compré una capturadora. Así.
And he puts the one up.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Adriano is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up.
Vamos.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Ibrahimovic is second man up.
No lo sé, Eric. Vamos.
Denied remarkably.
Well, he
Jeffrey,
felt the
bienvenido,
goalkeeper
bro.
stared him there, which gave him the edge.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Anthony will take their
Jerry.
second.
Bienvenido, bro. Por favor, Platini, no lo falles.
Right in the bottom
Vamos.
corner. Some nerve.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
This then to level matters.
Ando. Vamos.
Well, it was
Ando
a
en
possibility
división
of happening
2.
like
Me
that.
falta
The way he was
como
moving beforehand, very good save.
170 para llegar a primera.
Good take. Keeper
Vamos.
committed himself. Two to the good.
Sí, ahorita termino eso, voy a jugar división, amigo.
Error is zero.
Nomás ando calentando ahora. Vamos.
And that's that. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with
Dale,
flying
bro, dale.
colours.
Qué bueno. Sí, hay que echarle ganas.
All of that, Jim.
Aunque nadie nos ve, pero
Well, it's pretty
a seguir adelante, amigo. Me alegro por ti. Sigue así, amigo. Sé que llegará nuestro momento. Gracias por tu apoyo, bro. Uf, mira cómo voy aquí. Sí, bro. No te entiendo, hermano. Así que hay que seguirle, bro. Hay que seguirle. Vamos, tenemos partido, amigo. Vamos, sin miedo. Gracias por tuquearme, bro.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. No other club feels like Boca, no ground like the Bombonera. Feel it, see it,
Bombonera.
hear it. This is what the game means to this legion of followers.
La bombonera, no, la bombonera.
So off we go then. Well, Jim, there have been quite a few lethal front threes down the years, but this man, Neymar, might have been a part of the best of them all.
I would say so. I mean, they won the treble in 2014-15, so it's hard to argue against
A la
that.
madre.
In the first season, they played together too.
All three of them had great seasons, but I can't forget that game against the battle-hardened boys from Madrid, where they all scored.
Neymar got the first one, of course. The pass into him looked lucky, but was apparently intentional.
That's what they all say.
Oh, what a climb!
¿Quién es este güey?
Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
¿Quién es ese hombre? Dice la música.
Messi. Oh, and a shot!
Ay, no.
Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Qué mal, loco, qué mal.
Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. Guti. To Roberto. And it's Neymar. And Jordi Alba. Cannavaro.
Va a ir
To
abajo.
the other side. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. And it's Guti. Now it's Neymar. He's in a great position here.
Dale. Como que hay mucho lag, ¿no?
Out wide. Bergomi promptly onto that, and that is that. Vieira bops him off it and wins back the ball. Rummenigge is onto this. Rummenigge! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Iniesta. Looking to play him in. Well played. That has
Qué mal, loco.
a slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Bumazunam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
No, está mal pase, loco.
Interception. His positioning was spot on. Guti making good progress on the right-hand side. Aims beyond the defence. And he's gone searching crossfield. Look at the space here. Played it again. He's got tall.
Guarda con eso, guarda con eso.
Completely wrong.
Que andamos en peligro.
Costa Corta makes the interception. And the whistle
Ahora
gone,
qué.
presumably for offside.
Ay, 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 ay.
Still goalless. Looking for options for movement. And the shot!
Sí.
Goal! Boca Juniors!
Buen gol, buen gol, buen gol.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too
Yo
well.
que ando y
that
andar
things are gonna
regalando
get
balón.
tough here. And while
Real chance! It's fallen kindly here. Pepe.
that, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Guti with and he's had a hit.
Estoy mal, loco, estoy malísimo, hermano.
Bit the reassured keeper there.
Guti really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Neymar. Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move.
Neymar really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come. And Guti! There was plenty of power on that. Neymar.
Bumazunam truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Threads one in. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for a
Oh
shot!
no, güey. Ya la había engañado,
Keeper's
hermano.
blushes there. What great defending.
And it's Iniesta. Knocks it into space.
Otra vez.
Not an especially good pass, that. That's a lovely, neat pass. The less said about
Ya
that
la
pass, the
engañé,
better.
hermano. Qué loco.
Turan goes back to front. Triol. Oh, good spread. Costa Corta. Triol. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cannavaro.
Que hay tiempo, no se agüite.
Now it's Cruyff. Ball looks a good one. Maldini.
Uf.
There's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
That gets things going for the second half.
Bumazunam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's good running with the ball. That's an untidy
No.
challenge. Free kick given.
¿Cuál falta, hermano? ¿Cuál falta?
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Rijkaard. Passing nice and neat. Vieira did just about
¿Qué
enough
pasa,
to
mamá,
get
loco?
up there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And this is Neymar. And he can clear it away. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Messi. Can he finish?
Uf.
Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's a decent clearance. Pumas still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Tries to pass it through, in towards the back stick. Keeper has taken decisive action. And the volley.
Vamos, vamos,
Oh,
vamos.
that's a waste.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
No, that was never going to make it. Cannavaro. So we've reached the hour mark. It's ended up in no man's land. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Bumazunam are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Now it's Neymar. Vieira. Now Neymar. Pepe is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Yeah. Now it's Eto. And that has put paid to that. Guti. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Roberto. Now it's Eto. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Showing good feet. He is through here.
¡Ay, güey madre, loco!
Pumas with the corner. There first. Rijkaard clears it away.
Pumas Unam really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, played through for the wide man. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He has found a way through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Boca Juniors clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Quality ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Decent progress down the left. Oh, super find.
¡Uy, loco! Estamos malísimos.
Must do something here and very quickly.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
That is good alertness.
Boca Juniors couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Cruyff, he's got away. Oh, that's neat. Takes aim and he rises!
Uf.
That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Número 11, número 14, entran número 4, número
That
13,
has been slung
número
wide.
27.
Might be tries a shot!
Bien.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Tengo que hacer cambio, amigo. Tengo que hacer cambio. Vamos. A ver si así podemos.
Cambio.
Equilibrado, amigo. Equilibrado.
It's a pretty loose pass. Pumas are looking to go forward now. Now it's Bale. He's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Ronaldinho. And this is Ronaldinho. Now the delivery.
That's good defensive concentration.
¡Ah, madre!
That's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaning.
¿Cómo me encajó este derivado, hermano? No mames, ¿cómo es posible que voy a bajar tan rápido aquí, hermano? Eso no es posible, loco. Vamos, vamos, vamos. No tengo que perderlo, pues no, no puede ser. Tengo que ganar sí o sí. Vamos.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are ready to go any minute now. Pumas, one of the big clubs in Mexico, the Big Four, and they have a following to
Vamos,
match. Nigh on
carajo.
70,000 proudly parading their colours. And as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's going for goal!
Split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Kagawa providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That has not gone well. Bergoglu for Iniesta.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Buenísimo, loco. Qué tardas, hermano. Y yo, mi internet, qué pedo.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. That's a shade optimistic. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Neymar. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams
la madre, me
feel
costó.
it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase.
Chance for a shot!
Bien, loco.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Van Basten receives it. Goes for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Picked out right guard! Oh, it's hit the frame of the goal again!
Well, it's been a very attacking...
No, Neymar, pero dale un paso bien.
If they can maintain what we've seen.
Bullet can be a real threat inside the box. Neymar pulls hurtling down that left-hand side. Climbs up big!
No.
Have themselves a corner, I think. Yes.
La madre, loco.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Messi. And here's Messi. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pele is onto this. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Good read, needed to be. Iniesta.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's got away. And no, he's seen through all of that. a more than
Dale,
decent
Don
chance
Gullit.
to strike.
Lo hacemos
He
real.
could tee it up for someone else, but something tells me he'll have a go.
Ah,
And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Eto. That has been cut short. Let's a look and place it forward. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Threads one in. That'll be a throw in.
bien.
And it's Rijkaard. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. And it's been played through.
Adon.
Aston is firing after that one. Now it's Kagawa. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And he's whipped it across.
Bien, portero.
And the keeper gets his hands on it. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now has he got the beating of his marker here? Iniesta, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had...
Oh, he's been decent!
No, qué mamada hice el pinche portero.
And a
Qué
trailing
cagada,
ends
loco.
with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, a little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Iniesta proves just
Demasiada
a bit
presión,
too
amigo.
strong. Pass somewhat off target.
No, Gulita, ¿dónde?
This is the time you need that pace.
And they win it back again.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Messi.
A la mame, Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And we hit half-time. A very combative,
No, hermano,
half with
estoy
just the
malísimo.
one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Malísimo,
Let's
loco.
not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're underway again.
Hay que jugar despacito,
But
muchacho.
Tottenham can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Yeah. And it's Gullit. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Iniesta. It's a searching pass. It's Neymar! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Pumas have their third corner. And he shoots! And it's come back out to
Ah, la madre, un poquito más fuerte, Messi.
but nearly is nothing. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Well, they could break here. And here's Neymar. Belletti. Nicely aimed pass. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Bergomi is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. He steps in, and that's the end of that. disappointed with that. Pumas still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Ruben Diaz kept his eye on it, and he's there. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Sincero rival, hermano.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And here's Hullet. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. In with the challenge.
No, Rui.
He's fouled.
No,
Could be
mames.
trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. Courtois claims comfortably.
Unam really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, ay, no.
That was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Maldini proves too strong. Oh, that's neat. And it's played in. It's a mighty effort. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort.
Ay,
He
loco.
on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
¿Qué pedo está pasando ahí?
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Neymar.
Pero darle un pase bueno, muchacho.
What are you thinking?
Unam are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Pele. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Out towards the flank. And the cross comes in. Cleared without hesitation. Messi. And this is Eto. Neymar.
No mames, ¿cómo no voy a finalizar ahí, loco?
Thuram gets over and intercepts. Nicely weighted ball. That has found him in acres. And finish! Oh, and that should have been two.
And that
No
reality
sirvo,
says
loco,
it
no
all. They
sirvo.
had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Now it's Neymar. Iniesta. Great vision. And the flag has stayed down. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Just 5 minutes left. Liverpool have it back and can go again. And a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Kagawa is offering a right smile there.
Corner number 2.
Hermano. Esto está raro. Rarísimo, hermano. Rarísimo. Vamos.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego.
He's there to belt it away.
Número 6, número 4, número 11. Se está realizando un cambio. Se van a
Knocks it
jugar
out
2
wide,
minutos de
and it's
compensación.
Belletti.
Nah, ya, vale, madre.
Ronaldinho is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Can he finish? They've scored! We thought it was over!
Vamos.
It's all square once more! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And we're
Oh,
done.
loco.
Well, nothing to separate the
Que
sides
pase,
in the
loco,
end.
que
For the
pase.
want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints.
Vamos. Ay, güey. Vamos. ¿Qué es eso? Vámonos.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have put that all
Traíste a
together to
Araújo,
make this
hermano.
a monumental occasion. So it's down to business. The business that truly gets this crowd engaged. This sight, an ageless reminder of the investment in this game. The Pumas know where they truly belong. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Uy, pinche internet.
Xavi Alonso. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, super ball. Maldini. And that interception was most... Goes for a shot!
Oh, loco.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the Sar claims comfort. And now a sudden chance to counter. Araujo was in no mood for any of that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he
Ay,
takes
cuál
that
falta,
away.
loco.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Cuidado con esto.
Position in the opening minutes. This is a great chance to take a lead.
¿Y por qué saltaron esos jugadores? Ni siquiera lo...
Right guard is there and he can pick it up. And here's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Right.
No, uy.
It's in! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter.
Ya ni yo me lo creo.
Focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.